Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers. They are officially the 2020 NBA champions. If you guys know me, since the beginning of this season, I said it myself, the Lakers are gonna win it all. Having LeBron and Anthony Davis there on one roster is absolutely disgusting. And oh boy, for you Laker haters out there, y'all are definitely crying right now. The NBA season is officially over. This year, of course, it was a long season because of COVID-19, but the fact that it finally came to an end, we're just excited to see what comes next. But I'll be honest, guys, one of the most exciting parts of an NBA season is actually after the NBA playoffs, because you get to see how each NBA team tries to make their team better. And of course, you guys know exactly who I'm going to be talking about in this video. We're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers and their offseason plan. Even though the Lakers won the NBA championship, I always say this: even if you're at the top, and this goes for anything, even if you're at the top, there's always room for improvement. You always got to get better. And that's why I believe this upcoming offseason, the Lakers might be making a big move to make them unstoppable and win a back-to-back NBA championship. So if you're a big Laker fan, this video is absolutely perfect for you. But before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom, and I make basketball videos every single day. I'm putting up about 6 videos per week, and I guarantee you guys are gonna love all the content that I'm putting out. So if you're new, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click this button right here, the post notification bell, to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watch this video and you love it, I'd really appreciate it, guys. If you smash that thumbs up button, it would really help out the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's go straight into the Los Angeles Lakers and their potential 2020 offseason plan. LeBron James is the first player in NBA history to win Finals MVP on 3 teams. He won it on the Miami Heat, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and now the Los Angeles Lakers. This is what he said after the game. He said that he still has a lot more years in him. We all know in December this year, LeBron will be turning 36. Usually though, players at this age aren't usually as good as they used to be in their prime. But for LeBron, there literally are no signs of him slowing down. So a big question we should all have: how many more championships can LeBron James win, especially for the Los Angeles Lakers? One thing's for sure though, as long as LeBron is on this roster, the Lakers are always going to be competitive, and that's a fact that we cannot deny. When talking about the Lakers roster next season, these are the players that are currently on the roster. That's LeBron James, Danny Green, Avery Bradley, JaVale McGee, Quinn Cook, Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma, and Talen Horton-Tucker. The players that could potentially be joining free agency, there's Anthony Davis, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Jared Dudley, Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo, Markieff Morris, Dion Waiters, and J.R. Smith. From what it looks like though, half of the roster could potentially be out. What the Lakers have in this upcoming offseason is they have the 28th pick in the NBA draft. I believe they should be targeting a forward with that pick, and they also have about $40 million to spend on free agency. And with this simple overview of the Los Angeles Lakers, these are the moves that I believe they must do in this upcoming offseason, and I've put it in a priority list. The first priority is giving Anthony Davis a contract extension, but just not any contract extension. Give him a max contract, the most money you can give him. Anthony Davis will be entering this free agency with a player option, which he'll most likely opt out of to see the open market, to see what teams offer him. But from what it looks like, the chances of him signing with LA is probably 99.9%. I've got some good news for you Laker fans. After Anthony Davis won the NBA championship, he said this: "We're gonna run it right back." This fully proves that AD has the full intention of staying with the Lakers and going for another championship with LeBron. And the good news for Laker fans is that if he signs a contract max extension, it means he'll be their superstar even if LeBron leaves, maybe in the next 4 to 5 years. I do believe if the Los Angeles Lakers can build their future around Anthony Davis, that is the best solution for them. Re-signing him is a big priority. Anthony Davis is only 27 years old, and with that fact, AD's only just gonna keep getting better and better. The second priority is re-signing some of the key role players that the Los Angeles Lakers had to give them a championship. I believe the Lakers should bring back these players. They should bring back KCP, who doesn't have a player option, and we'll see what he does with that. Rajon Rondo, Dwight Howard, and Markieff Morris. These four were a big part of the Lakers' rotation and their roster on giving them a championship, and I believe all of them will probably re-sign at a cheap price. Bring these four back, they're key pieces to this team. The third priority is improving the roster when it comes to the open market and free agency. The Lakers have always been a prime destination for free agents to try to pursue on their own, because playing for the Lakers, you also get the perk of playing for a great city. And I've come up with 4 free agents that I believe would be great for the Los Angeles Lakers to target, because they could potentially be getting them at a discounted rate. I believe the Lakers should target Jeff Teague, Goran Dragic, Paul Millsap, and DeMarcus Cousins. Jeff Teague and Goran Dragic would fit that role perfectly as a backup point guard to be a playmaker when LeBron James sits. Jeff Teague and Dragic both bring veteran leadership, and the Lakers would definitely love a boost in that criteria. Going for Paul Millsap is a no-brainer. He just came off a big contract with the Denver Nuggets, and a lot of teams will be pursuing Paul Millsap and trying to give him the best deal possible. Paul Millsap has 0 championships in his NBA career, and if he wants to pursue a team that could give him an easy shot, going to the Lakers, who are going to be favorites next year, might be a good idea. But in my personal opinion, I believe the biggest target they should go for is DeMarcus Cousins, who they signed last offseason, but of course he got hit with an injury. The Lakers this year used a center combo of Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, but imagine if their combo could be Dwight Howard and DeMarcus Cousins. Their front court with AD would be absolutely amazing and unbeatable. DeMarcus Cousins had a full year to recover, and even if he's not 100%, he can still be a great dominant center off the bench for the Lakers to bring an impactful presence to the team. DeMarcus Cousins have already been teammates with Anthony Davis and Rajon Rondo, so I believe this is a no-brainer signing. The Lakers should pursue DeMarcus Cousins. A fun fact to know is that the Lakers actually kept DeMarcus Cousins around when he got injured to rehab with them, and that's why I believe they still have him for their future sites. But to be honest, guys, there are a lot of free agents that I believe will be perfect for the Los Angeles Lakers, and this is where you guys come in. What other free agents do you believe the Lakers should target, and why? I put these 4 on as my personal opinion and my favorites. Even though some of them are unlikely, these are the best case scenarios for the Los Angeles Lakers. And now we're moving on to the 4th priority, which is my favorite, and that's I believe they must trade for a 3rd star to help LeBron and Anthony Davis. I believe next season, with the return of Kevin Durant, the return of Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference will both be getting more difficult, and that's why I believe the Lakers should try to improve in this specific area. The Lakers have been linked to multiple All-Stars, so I picked 3 in my personal opinion that I believe are the most likely chances the Lakers could get. The first player is Derrick Rose of the Pistons. Derrick Rose will be entering free agency in 2021, and that's why this season, the Pistons are going to try to trade him for the best asset possible before losing him for nothing in free agency. Derrick Rose has been linked to the Lakers multiple times because he fits the perfect criteria as a 6-man playmaker and a great scoring option. Derrick Rose will be bringing an MVP DNA to the roster and will assist Anthony Davis and LeBron James as that 3rd option and could potentially put up 18 points per game. If the Lakers can offer up Kyle Kuzma and Avery Bradley, I believe that is enough for Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is not worth that much right now, and the Lakers should use this opportunity to try to get him for the best price possible. The next player is going for Zach LaVine of the Chicago Bulls, and this is a fan favorite option. You guys want Zach LaVine to join LeBron and AD. Zach LaVine is one of the better shooting guards in the NBA that can score and also attack the basket at a consistent rate. A very interesting fact to know is that during this year's NBA All-Star Weekend, Zach LaVine was interviewed, and the question he was asked was, if there's one player in the NBA you would love to play with, who would it be? And guess what he said? He obviously said LeBron James. He wants to play with LeBron James, and this is why all the rumors came up. I believe if the Lakers can offer up Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, and their 2021 pick, the 28th pick, that should be enough for the Bulls to accept the trade offer. Imagine a big three of Zach LaVine, a young shooting guard in the NBA that could potentially just keep getting better, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They'll most likely win a back-to-back NBA championship, and it'll just help the Lakers a lot more. And the third option is going for Bradley Beal of the Wizards, and in my opinion, this is the best case scenario for them. Bradley Beal is going to be one of the hottest trade targets in this upcoming offseason because we believe he might demand a trade as he's currently on a team and not in a winning situation. Bradley Beal has been linked to multiple teams. He's been linked to the Dallas Mavericks, linked to the Brooklyn Nets, and also linked to the Lakers. And I believe the Lakers should use these rumors, seize that opportunity, and try to get Bradley Beal as soon as possible. Because if the Lakers actually land him, they're going to be a super team. I believe if the Lakers can offer up Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, Avery Bradley, JaVale McGee, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Talon Horton-Tucker, and their 2020 first round pick and their 2022 first round pick, I believe this might be enough for the Washington Wizards to say, this is a lot of value in return, we accept. I know this is a lot of assets for the Los Angeles Lakers, but trust me, as previously been proven for Anthony Davis, sometimes making a big risk, you definitely will get the reward. Imagine a big three of Bradley Beal, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. LeBron will have a pick and roll partner and also a great scorer on the wings to score and get an easy assist. But overall, guys, this wraps up my video today on the Los Angeles Lakers and the potential moves they can make in this upcoming offseason. What's most important to me is I want to know your opinions. What do you guys think the Los Angeles Lakers should do? Which star do you believe they should target when it comes to a trade? And also, what are some key free agents they must sign? As I mentioned earlier, number one priority, re-sign Anthony Davis, give him a contract max extension. But other than that, guys, take it easy. God bless. I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Whoa!
I got it.